Hello, I'm Denise and welcome to Denise Jane Knits. Firstly, a big thank you to everybody that has subscribed to my channel. It's greatly appreciated. And if you're watching this for the first time, if you put a like and subscribe. It will help me. It will help me grow my podcast. And to all of you that have left lovely comments, again, I say a big thank you. So this one is going to be dedicated to my first ever pair of socks, which I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm also going to tell you about my weekend. Firstly, let me tell you about what I'm actually wearing. This is the Bubble Cardigan by Made with Love by Tom Daley, and it's called the Bubble Cardigan because of the sleeves here. Very, very very nice pattern there, and it's a nice big slouchy cardigan, no buttons or buttonholes to worry about, and it's just a big throw over when you're feeling a bit chilly like I am today. Now I made this last year before I was podcasting, and I think I bought the kit the year before that as well, so if I can find it again, I'll link it down below. But it's been a couple of years, so it may well be discontinued. So if you're outside the UK, yesterday, Sunday the 10th, was actually Mother's Day here in the UK. And I'll show you what I got. I got a lovely present for my daughter. But firstly, Saturday, sadly my stepfather passed away last year. So we're now in the process of emptying the house. So I had to drive up to his house. It's a 2-hour drive. And then I spent 6 hours emptying the garage, emptying the outbuildings, the garden shed, all that kind of thing. And then I had to drive 2 hours back home. So I'm looking in the camera and I'm looking really tired. That's why I had a really long day Saturday. So yeah, yesterday I didn't want to do much at all. When I got back Saturday night, I had a lovely parcel waiting for me. And when I opened it, I had a present that my daughter had sent me, and it is this. Sorry, the ring light is shining on it. And it's a Lego orchid. And she'd sent me this as a Mother's Day gift, which I thought was absolutely fantastic. Very unusual. She said she didn't want to get me normal flowers, which don't last very long, but she thought she'd get me this. She knows I love Lego. I'm always buying Lego for my grandchildren. And when my own kids were little, I loved getting them Lego and helping them build it. So yesterday, on my Mother's Day, I spent 2 hours making up this. It always fascinates me how they can make something look so realistic. If I bring it closer to the camera there, you can see those flowers look fantastic, and it's all Lego. Okay, beautiful. So that was Sunday. I also did do some knitting. I had a very quiet day at home, and finished my socks, which are here. They haven't been blocked as yet. I put them on blockers so it will be easier to show them, but I'm going to wash them later or soak them later and then put them back on the blockers. But I thought it'd just be easier to do it this way. So these are Petty Harbour. The pattern is Petty Harbour by Raina Curtis, and it was given out with Stitches and Cream Sock Club. I'm a member of Stitches and Cream Sock Club. The yarn is Wandering Souls by the Fibre Company, and the colourway is Blencathra. So it's a wool mix. It's 70% wool, 20% alpaca and 10% nylon. That's what I've got left. It was 100 grams skein and there's 26 grams left. I made the medium size here, so it's 64 stitches. I did, so it's a 1 by 1 rib. I don't know if you can see that. 1 by 1 rib, 12 rows. It's a 4-row repeat pattern, 2 of which are knit rows. And I did, how many did I do? I did 15 repeats. So that's 60 rows. Quick math. Slip stitch heel there. You can see. Heel turn, which is the first time I've done that. Heel turn, decreases. These quite neat decreases for the toes. And my first ever attempt at kitchen assist, and I'm trying to find which one I knitted first. I think it was this one. Yeah, kitchen stitch. Now something's gone a bit awry there, but my first ever attempt, it's not bad. First ever attempt. Now when I was picking up the stitches for the gusset, it looked pretty neat, and then I noticed I hadn't quite gone this sort of like, I'd gone halfway down and then was picking up at the wrong way, but I was well into it by then and didn't realise. But that's a nice neat line. First, yeah, there is also a big hole. Well, it's not a hole, it's just a very loose stitch there when I was separating for the heel. I'm pointing out mistakes, but I absolutely love them. For a first attempt, I think they're brilliant. And obviously they do fit. I've tried them on. And they are lovely. Yeah. It took me a long time. I cast on New Year's Eve. Yeah. And we're what? March the 11th, I said today. So it's taken me a while because I did start on, I started with magic loop, didn't get on with that, went to double point needles. That was much better. And then when I got to the heel and the increases, or this part, the heel, the gusset, then I went back to not double point needles, to circular needle, and then finished it off with a circular needle. So I've used different methods because it's my first pair. I didn't know what was going to work for me. So yeah, I prefer the double point needles, but once I got more stitches on the, obviously when you increase for the heel and your this part, what's this part, the instep, the gusset and the heel, that I found quite difficult on the double point needle, so which is why I had to go to a circular needle. And then obviously as you do your decreases, the first one I went back to the double point needles for that and did the double point needles for the decreases as well. I think overall I quite like the double point needles. The circular, the long circular needles, what are they, 40 centimeters, 80 centimeters. It's quite difficult to manage all that excess plastic that you've got joining the needles. I found that quite tricky, but anyway, they're done. As I say, it's taken me quite a while, so I think what I might do is I've got another pair to cast on. I think I've shown this before. This is West Yorkshire Spinners Blue Phase yarn, and this is a double knit. This, yeah, 100% British wool. It's a double knit. This is for the Bramble Sock by Stitches and Cream. Bramble Sock. Yeah. So, and it's on bigger needles, so this might not take me as long she says, famous last words. And they've sent a 3.25, which, yeah, 3.25. So that's it was in my little pack from Stitch and Cream. Those were done on 2.5. These were done on 2.5. So I might do those as another cast on, or I might just do a plain stocking stitch one. I'll have a think about it and then and talk about it in my next podcast. So that was that. Yeah, that was my weekend. That was what I've done, and very proud. My first ever pair of socks. Very proud. Yeah, is that going to be my yeah, I like them. Thank you, and thank you for listening, and I'll see you again soon.